Howdy y'all, Redneck Artie here. Just thought I'd put together a little video and show you how my grandmother used to make cold bread pudding. This is a special treat for me. When I was growing up, my grandmother used to make this a lot, and I remember going over to her house, and it seemed like every time I'd go over there, there would be cold bread pudding in the refrigerator. And of course, she passed on when I was young, but I spent years looking for that recipe, and nobody seemed to know what she was doing in the kitchen. I've been all over the place, and I've tasted bread puddings all over the world, and Georgia and Alabama, and never really came that close. And then I started fooling around in the kitchen one time and just started playing around, and it took me, I don't know, probably a dozen different tries to get anywhere close. But this little recipe here is about as close as I've ever come to duplicating MawMaw's old-fashioned bread pudding. And well, here it goes, and I hope you guys like it as much as I do. Apparently it's pretty popular. I think on the Facebook page it's been shared almost 1 million times. So this is a pretty good recipe, and I think people like it. I hope you do too. My grandmother used to say, when she'd call up and say time to eat, she'd call up and she'd say, supper's ready, y'all commence to coming on. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Y'all commence to coming on. See you soon. Bye. So as we get started here, we're going to set all of our ingredients out on the countertop, and we're just going to get started. First thing we're going to do is set our oven for 350 degrees, let that warm up. And then we're going to start mixing our bread mixture. We'll add our milk and our butter. We'll stir that till the butter is completely melted. It'll take a couple of minutes, and then you okay, now you're just going to stir your milk and butter mixture until the butter is completely melted. Then you're going to pour it into your bread cubes. You're going to stir that up until you get your bread has got, starting to soak up that milk and butter mixture. Then you're going to start off after about 10 minutes letting that sit, letting it soak. You're going to add your egg, then your raisins, your sugar, your dates, your vanilla, and then your nutmeg. You're going to mix all those good ingredients in there with the bread, stir it up real good, get all those flavors mingling, and then you're just going to let that sit for just a couple of minutes while you prepare your baking dish. And you can, what I use is just a spray on, butter flavored pan to prepare my baking dish, and then we'll pour that right in there. Once you get that poured in, you're going to mix it up a little bit, because the raisins and dates tend to want to settle to the bottom and right in the middle, so you're going to want to stir that up so that they kind of spread out along the bottom. They're still going to settle, but that's okay. That's going to be in the bottom of the pudding mixture. Then you set it in your oven. Now at this point you're going to start making your sauce, and what you're going to do is you're going to put your butter in your saucepan. You're going to chop it up a little bit, and then you're going to add your heavy whipping cream and your sugar. You're going to kind of stir that up and get that butter melting good, and get that milk warmed up. And once you get that done, you're going to dump in your brown sugar mix. And at this point you can take your bread pudding out of the oven and let it, just kind of set it aside for a minute. And what I normally do is dip it out and set it into some kind of serving dish. And over there on the side, my sauce is still, warming up and getting ready. Here we are, and there you go. MawMaw's old-fashioned bread pudding with vanilla sauce. Y'all commence to coming on.